Green light. Yellow light. Green light. Good morning, good evening, good night, wherever you are in the world. I'm Katie the Curious Katydid, and I'm coming to you live. At last, my schedule has changed in a way on a Friday morning here in New York's Hudson Valley where I live. Sebastian, good morning. Welcome in, my friend. Oh my goodness, what's going on? Hello, welcome everybody. It is Friday morning. We're going to have a Friday morning mini walk. I'm kind of like, whoa, because life continues to be a roller coaster and change. But I think we have an interesting weekend coming up ahead of us. It is TGIF this morning, Friday, that I'm excited to take a walk with you guys this morning. We're going to have a chill morning walk in a very usual place. I kind of rolled out of bed. And then tomorrow we've got a fun, very unusual Saturday morning walk to have. Hello, my friend. I'm so happy to be here with you. That's how I'm feeling this morning, Sebastian. Just happy to be with everybody. But let's spin around and get the morning started. That's what I say. Oh my goodness. So we are here live. What's going on here? We are here live at I'm sure my returning friends recognize this. We're live at the D&H Canal, Delaware and Hudson Canal Park in Cuddebackville, New York, in New York's Hudson Valley. And I am so excited to see everybody. Hi, Harry. Hi, Renata. Hello to Mad Mike and Joey. Look at look at the flowers growing up. So this is an old closed museum, a defunct museum with nobody inside. But look at how the flowers are coming up. What's going on? Oh my goodness. Let's see here. Yeah, this is the old Delaware and Hudson Canal. The Never Sink Valley Museum of History and Innovation. I'm always like, whoa. Like, it's the Museum of History and Innovation, but it's been closed. It's been closed for at least, that's probably coming on at least a year now that it was closed. Hello? Can we be creepy and look in the windows? What are we gonna see? Do you think there'll be ghosts? Eee! I haven't heard anything about what this museum is doing. It's just getting more and more kind of dilapidated and overgrown and delicious, in my opinion, for exploration. Hi, Rick. Razzle 1955. How you doing? I was working yesterday. I saw in passing that you were live and I couldn't go in because I was doing work things. How was your live yesterday? Tell us about what you're doing, Rick. If you want to give us a trailer. The Razzle trailer. Oh my goodness, it's so pretty out this morning. Very summery. It's kind of humid this morning. If you're watching, thanks for coming out and watching with me. I'm hoping we can hunt in the woods this morning if you'd like to have some fun with me. Hunt in the woods for ways to fill up our gas tank with all manner of magical magical flowers as we take a walk and get some exercise. And of course, I invite you also, if you're so inclined. Hi, Anawar. Hi, little birdie. Look at him sitting in the branches there. Hi, birds. What's going on? Oh, my goodness. Should we go see? Maybe let's go down and see if we can see beavers this morning. We haven't been here on a Friday morning in a little while. And we're in the Philippines. And yes, if anybody here wants to tell us where they're from, we could do look at how overgrown this is getting. I love it. This summer lushness. Anna, would you like to be instant pen pals? I am in New York. I'm not in New York City, but I'm outside New York City in New York State. How is it in the Philippines? Hi, Carrie. Hello to Donna. So I'm walking in a public park, the Delaware and Hudson Canal Park of Cuddebackville, New York, in New York's Hudson Valley. I'm about 90 minutes northwest of New York City, if you were to drive where I'm standing in a car from New York City with no traffic. And we're looking at the Never Sink River. Isn't that a cute name? The Never Sink River in western Orange County. I came down here because over here is where a family of beavers lives. Right there's like a little beaver house. I'm not always here, like I haven't been here, I should say, on a Friday morning in a long time. So I'm like, oh, maybe they come out on a Friday morning, I don't know. And the river's nice and low. We had so much rain in the early spring. This river was mighty high, but this morning you can see the rocks. Luna! Luna has spotted a love goblin. Luna, thank you for being the first to join the team today. Luna, how are you? Hey, Bath Boys. Hi, Crystal. Crystal in East Tennessee. I would love to hear. Carrie joining the team. There's love goblins in the sky. If you guys are so inclined, I would love to hear. A couple of you have already done this, but tell us where you are in the world. Even if I know, others may not know. Tell us where you are in the world and what's one of your favorite parks or rivers. Like, what's one of your favorite, like if you could give a travel tip to somebody. Like, I live in East Tennessee and I love this blah, blah, blah park. Hi, Rick. You started performing comedy in the street as a result. I have a new pun to tell. Rick's getting me started with my upper body work this morning as we face palm. Boom. Early morning face palm workout with Rick. Carrie is in Michigan and is recommending Sleeping Bear Dunes, a must-see national lakeshore in our state. Carrie, I'll pin your comment. That sounds adorable. Luna throwing down the emotes. Oh my goodness. Yeah, how you been, Luna? Feel free to tell us. Kayla in New Jersey. Kayla, I'm a Jersey girl born and raised. I grew up in Bergen County, New Jersey. How fun to hear about the parks and rivers you guys all love. Sleeping Bear Dunes sounds adorable, Carrie. I assume it's because the dunes look like bears or something? I would love to know where that name came from. By the way, these are the ruins of the Never Sink Aqueduct. There was an old aqueduct here in the 19th century. This park, as my returning friends probably recognize, this whole park used to be a part of a really important canal that ran through these parts of New York. Back in 1828, there was the old Delaware and Hudson Canal, a canal that was built right before the railroads took prominence. This is part of it. The canal is like dozens and dozens and dozens of miles long. Bath Boys also wants to call out Seacliff Beach on Lake Erie in Leamington, Ontario, a great beach and park. That sounds marvelous, Carrie. A lovely old story. Sleeping Bear Dunes. The whole of the dunes look like a sleeping bear. And Bath Boys, I'll pin everybody's comments as we're making great travel recommendations. Lady M, good morning. This just in, Lady M has spotted a love goblin being silly in the trees. Lady M is being mischievous, spotting the love goblins. Bonjour, Lady M. Thanks for the roses. You kick us off our first life goal. Lady M. Thank you so much. Indeed, we're getting ready for a fun and unusual weekend. But just to acknowledge Bath Boys, Seacliff Beach on Lake Erie in Leamington, Ontario. Great beach and park. I love when we exchange travel tips. I'm going to take screen caps of all this stuff for my own purposes. Bonjour to Jules. Thanks for the roses. You're oh so sweet. I thank you so. Jules and Lady M getting us halfway to the live goal. You want much more than this provincial life. Thanks for helping us to travel on this day and night. Woohoo! Woo! Katie sings and exercises at the same time. Sings her sighs. Look at the beautiful, should we check on the babies in this field? Look at the beautiful flowers. Oh my goodness. Jules, how you doing? Bath Boys, it's on the north shore of Lake Erie on the Canadian side. Awesome. Leamington was the tomato capital when they had a Heinz factory? What, Bath Boys? Interesting. And Crystal said you married into a cattle farming family and you live on a big farm? Very cool. Very cool. Isn't this so fun? This is awesome. Check this out. Should we check this morning? Yeah, they're just like letting it get so overgrown-y. The mysterious old ruins. Look at this. Hi, Kayla from Long Beach Island. I assume that's what you mean by LBI. That's what it conjures out here in New York where I am. Bonjour, Greg Fetz. Thanks for the roses. What, Greg Fetz? You've carried us over our first live goal. Greg Fetz, so great. The greatest Greg in this room at this moment. Greg! Greg and Lady M and Jules, how spectacular. Thank you so much for kicking us off as we go for a magical hunt in the woods to help us fill our gas tank this morning and perhaps add a little bit of love and luck to our day. This is the old hydropower plant built around 1902, as you can see, on the abandoned Delaware and Hudson Canal, where we're standing right now in New York, by the Neversink Light and Power Company. This power company was used, this little thing, right? Little building, relatively. Greg Fetz has spotted love goblins. There are many love goblins in the woods this morning. Mary Cat, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the community. Jimmy is in South Carolina, here in the country. Folks are welcome this morning to mention where they are. Tammy, thank you for the follow. I had no idea that there was a Heinz factory in Leamington, Ontario, in Canada. Like, cool. Thank you, Bath Boys, for teaching us that. We're inviting everybody this morning. Hello, Bobby in New Jersey. I, too, am a Jersey girl. Just in case, folks. Ohio is in the room. Tammy, we got some folks from Ohio in this community already. Wait till you meet them. We got some cool folks. Let me see if we can climb through here this morning. I want to go check on the power company. We'll go. Shall we stick our heads in the old Neversink Power and Light Company? We've done this many times. We're not going to go inside, but just to kind of... What's going on? It's an expedition. Magneto is challenging us to meet him at the old abandoned Power and Light Company. We'll fight him for the safety of the world. I don't know, I'm making up my own X-Men story. What's going on inside the old power company? Hi, Azza. You're in Dayton, Ohio. Awesome, Tammy. So folks, as you tell us where you are in the world, again, never ceases to amaze me. Isn't it marvelous how we are gathered from all over the country and all over the world at a mere touch of a button here on TikTok. I'm also asking for your guys' favorite parks. I'm walking in one of my favorite parks, the Delaware and Hudson Canal Park of Cuddebackville, New York, in New York's Hudson Valley. What's one of your favorite parks and why? We've already got some good picks up in Ontario, up in Tennessee, up all over the place, Michigan, Purple Dragon out in Phoenix, Arizona. How are you, Purple Dragon? Do you guys hear there's music in the distance? Crazy. I feel right? It is part of the park. It's technically roped off so we don't go inside. But these are ruins of an old power and light company. It's now defunct, shut down, kind of broken down. But this is the old Neversink Power and Light Company building. Ruins that many people climb in and explore, even though you should always do it if you're going to explore ruins. I don't know, do you guys ever do this? Go explore ruins? I never go much further in than just the doorway because I think it's the best idea if you're going to go ruins exploring is to do it with people. Safety first. But yeah, there's the historic sign. The hydropower plant. Exactly, we'll stay this side. Spooky, exactly, Greg. I like to make up stories. We do that sometimes on here. Like, I like to make up stories about, like, why did it close? Like, were there ghosts? Was there a monster? Did they dig too deep like the mines of Moria and uncover a Balrog? I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you have a spooky idea this morning about why this power company might have closed. Chris, you live in the Hudson Valley, and this used to be a power and light company, and kids come here on dares. Right, Chris? Right, exactly. I'll read it one more time. This is the old hydropower plant built in 1902 on the abandoned Delaware and Hudson Canal by the Neversink Light and Power Company. It supplied local electricity and was used until about 1950. Chris, hop on in. I love meeting local folks too. Jules is like, there were tiny dinies. A strange outbreak. Was this like the satellite office of Jurassic Park, Jules? I love this. Oh my goodness. These are the Jurassic Park satellite offices. And there was an outbreak of tiny dinies. Perhaps there's still tiny dinies in the park this morning. Are we going to run into dinosaurs? It's up to you to spot them. You tell the story of this walk this morning. Hello, little ones. Look at these beautiful babies. You look like little yellow fireworks, each and every one of you. This is where yellow fireworks are born. You're so cute. They ran out of light. Exactly, Purple Dragon. Maybe light. It was like a well. Oops, we ran out of light. That's it. Gotta move. It's all dark now. Hi, BCT. Welcome. I'm sort of lingering in these flowers because I know the hill is up ahead. Let's get to this, right, guys? Let's do this morning exercise. Maybe we'll Chariots of Fire this. Right, we got this, guys. What have you got going on in your day? I'm rooting you on. I'm feeling so sleepy on this Friday morning. Chris, you drive by now, and if the food you buy from local diners, you show up. Oh my goodness, Chris, you're funny. Is that calendula, Bobby? Countryside, you're going on your last senior field trip for your last day of school, heading to the Museum of History. Countryside, congratulations on your senior field trip. How does it feel to be graduating? Congratulations. Oh my goodness, that's wonderful. Thank you for sharing. Like, how does it feel? I remember when I was graduating high school, I felt such a mix of feelings. It felt so weird to be sort of leaving this school system I had spent so much time in. Sort of exciting to break out and be even more grown up than before. Oh my goodness. What do you guys think? How have you ever, when you graduated school, any school, whatever school you last graduated? Oh wow, I made the hill, yay! I have made my first hill. Let's see, what should we keep looking for this morning in the woods? Anything can happen in the woods. Let's see here, what might be, should we look for those paper cranes? I could use a little love and luck this morning. What do you guys think? I sense perhaps we're near, what do you guys think? Are we near a nest of love and luck paper cranes? According to the magical book of magical creatures here in New York's Hudson Valley that I'm writing as I speak. Hi, Sean, how you doing? If one does spot a love and luck paper crane, don't take that lightly. They never show themselves except to the people that they love the most, and they certainly appreciate being booped. as they love to bestow love and luck upon whomever sees them. What? Oh my God, guys, run! T. Oh my God, Book's Coffee Tea has spotted a dinosaur. Jules was right. My God, Jules was right. Everybody, this is insane. Quick, down the path. Book's Coffee Tea. Book's Coffee Tea, what kind of dinosaur was that? Are they a meat eater? A plant eater? A live eater? Eat a TikTok live. Oh my God. We confirmed you. Welcome to this live stream. This just in. We're at the old ruins of the old Delaware and Hudson Canal Park in Cuddebackville, New York, in New York's Hudson Valley. Oh, thank goodness, Purple Dragon. Boop, boop, boop. I am going to boop that Love and Luck paper crane. Ooh. The Love and Luck paper crane might be saving us. This is crazy. There was some speculation that these woods might be a little haunted. It's up to you. As we walked past the old Power and Light Company ruins, Jules speculated there used to be old dinosauric experimentation occurring. The satellite office of Jurassic Park. Book's Coffee Tea has confirmed it. Book's Coffee Tea. We just spotted a dinosaur. Book's Coffee Tea, that was crazy. It was a Vegisaurus. Nice! Oh my gosh. Guys, who here is a Jurassic Park fan? Anybody? You do not have to be. We can always broaden the question to, like, what's your favorite thing, if anything, with a dinosaur? Maybe Dino the dinosaur. What's your favorite thing, if anything, with a dinosaur? I just saw, it came up in my feed, some video. Like, what? Greg! What? Greg! What? I have never seen that before. Greg, holy smokes. What do we sing for a giraffe? Something about a neck. Oh my goodness. That was like, I wish I could, like a chorus of D. Like, that was like a Giraffosaurus. Giraffosaurus Greg. A Giraffosaurus. I'm going to name that giraffe Greg. If there are any more giraffes appear, that will always now be Greg the giraffe. In honor of Greg's long-necked epic. That was crazy. This is the craziest thing between like Book's Coffee Tea and Greg. This is and Purple Dragon. There's paper cranes, giraffes, dinosaurs. This is insane. Greg, thank you for spotting that giraffe. That is quite a magical find this morning. And Book's Coffee Tea. My goodness, guys. I don't know what else we're going to find. This seems like it's going to be a pretty wild morning. Oh my goodness. Holy smokes. Holy smokes, Greg. Goodness gracious, these woods are surely haunted by mischief this morning. There's a love goblin. Tammy spotted a love goblin. Oh my goodness. Love goblins. I hear, like in Greek mythology, they might bestow fortune upon you that you fall in love with. There's Jules spotting a love goblin joining the team. You might fall in love easily, or perhaps they put you in some mischievous position, like falling in love with a tree or falling in love with a rock. TGIF, Lady M, that's for sure. Oh my goodness, TGIF. Oh my goodness. Craig is like, calm down. I will calm down. That was crazy. Luna, thank you for the friendship. But yes, so we were just talking about Greg, I hope you'll bear with me. I was just expressing gratitude. But yes. So Purple Dragon, Dino Nuggets. Oh my goodness. So we're talking right about what is your favorite thing with a dinosaur? Jules likes dinosaur chicken nuggets. We got a couple of votes on those Dino Nuggets. Yes, Jules, I will be on tomorrow morning. I'm so glad Book's Coffee Tea. I think we'll be back on this for a while. Oh, look, looks like we have some light rain starting. This is so nice. Do you guys ever like to watch the rain? Like when it hits the ground, what it does? Look at that. What do you think of the patterns in the water? And while we're doing that, Books Coffee Tea would take Jurassic Park Dino over Godzilla any day. I'm with you. Yeah, I do feel like in Jurassic Park, tell me what you guys think. It's, you know, the dinosaurs aren't necessarily a problem. The people are. It's quite marvelous, right? When they're watching the herbivores just eat from the trees. We just don't want to get eaten by the T-Rex, that's all. Angela, good morning. Sunday is indeed Father's Day, Jules. You guys, is there anything special you guys think we should do for that? Oh, that's weird, Angela. So I'll explain a little bit about our weekend. Whoops. We have a mildly unusual weekend coming up. So I don't know, some of you I think already know, some of you may not know. So I don't know if some of you guys also follow, a lot of you guys I know do, in here follow Marty Marua, the New York City live streamer. Lovely fellow who recently has had a very difficult battle with esophageal cancer. And I got word through the TikTok streets that tomorrow, June 15th, 9 a.m. ET, All Day NYC kind of put a call out to the New York area travel vloggers to do a fundraiser for Marty Marua. And then I talked a little bit with NYCKB and the guys over at Philomena's Pizza, like Dave, the incredible pizza guy, and they have to run their pizza parlor that day. Of course, you know, they can't like close their business. So the Philomena's Pizza crew seems to have asked us to also represent them. So I'm still going to talk with them today and kind of, I'll reach out anyway and see if they can clarify what that will mean and how we'll run that. But guys, tomorrow, if you guys are cool with this, we're going to have a special Saturday in New York City. I think the object is to walk the length of Manhattan. We're going to have a Marty Marua-a-thon. Hi, Mauricio! And any and all, I think it's all live gifts that day. I have to see what the rules are, but it's something like all live gifts that day will go to help raise money for Marty and his family. And I'm like, let's do that. So if you guys are cool with that, and there's no pressure to donate. I mean, you do you. And there's always ways to help with something like that. Like if you might share the live to somebody who likes Marty. Monica, bonjour. Monica, thanks for the roses. Hello, Monica, thanks for the roses. So, tell me what you guys think. Jenny Diane Art is in the house. So I'll have to see. So the Saturday morning mini walk, I have to play with what time I can get into New York City. I might do like our normal morning mini walk to kind of warm us up. If I can get in early enough. Like I'll try to be live around like 7:30 a.m. Eastern. And then at 9 a.m., like we'll go do something fun, like something, fun on our own in the city to kind of warm up. And then by 9 a.m. Eastern, we'll join All Day NYC and some of the other, like TikTok Thrasher, I think is going to be there. Some of these guys I know, some of them I don't know. But that's going to be the object, is to go help. Lady M. Dan did a drive walk yesterday to see what he would need for Saturday. Oh, cool, Lady M, cool. Yeah, I'm flying as blind. I don't have like all the information yet. But I was like, spend time in the city helping to support Marty. Like, why not? Right, guys? I don't know about you, but I'm like, why not? So that'll actually kind of be funny, I guess, from your guys' perspective. You could like bounce between the different lives, get like different different like angles from the different streamers. I think it should be pretty fun. Yeah, I don't know Jerry that well. I don't think we've actually shaken hands at all. Like I've been in some like threads where he's also like, we're both sort of communicating in them, but we haven't actually met. But he seems great. Looking forward to getting to know some of these guys better. So guys, we're gonna have a special day in New York City tomorrow. I'll probably be on quite a bit. So, but no pressure to stick with me. Like, go wherever you want, floating among those guys. I think it should be cool. So if you guys have any ideas, we will, as I say, I'll try to get in there early so we can have our own little mini walk to start. So if there's something you guys want to do on our own, definitely let me know. I feel like I hear like lawn work happening. But yes, okay. Oh my goodness. I know you guys aren't with me. It's such a summery morning this morning as I walk. Do you guys hear that? I feel like every time we walk out here, we get some beautiful bona fide rooster crowing to start the day. A little mini farm down the hill there. And for those of you who might be new and watching, we're actually paralleling. You can't quite see through the trees, but over here, through the trees, you might be able to hear in the distance the cars. There, that's like a truck or something. The cars and trucks here, they're driving on Route 209 over there. And Route 209 is actually the oldest road in America. It was a Native American, the oldest like formalized road, I guess, in America. Started as a Native American like path, and then became this like big long paved road today. Goes between New York, New Jersey, and Pennsylvania. We're walking along right beside it. Hi, Fiction So Real. Maybe Central Park tomorrow, Jules? That's a fun idea. Because I think we're starting uptown. I have to get the starting point. I don't know exactly where I'm like meeting everybody yet. I just know it's like 9 a.m. somewhere uptown and we're like walking the length of Manhattan. So like it'd be fun maybe to start the morning in Central Park. The gentle cracks. Yes, Fiction. Jenny, you just went on an amazing live house concert last night. Oh, very cool, Jenny. Very cool. Yeah, I'd love to hear more about everybody else's weekend plans too. What is everybody else doing? Like definitely, we've got Father's Day this weekend. We'll definitely acknowledge that on Sunday. It'll be so fun to get back in the city with you guys tomorrow. I don't know. And as for this morning, it's just nice to be out on a Friday morning with all of you. I would submit it's probably in the 50s degrees Fahrenheit right now as I walk. 50 degrees is Fahrenheit is, so 32 Fahrenheit is 0 degrees Celsius for my Celsius friends watching. Right, so freezing, right, that's 32 Fahrenheit versus 0 degrees. So if we're like in the 50s-ish, I would submit upper 50s. I'm going to guess. I didn't look when I got out of the car. But I'm going to say like probably 55-ish degrees Fahrenheit right now. So, and it's very humid. It's definitely a sort of summery, it's like a kind of morning that comes with its own insulation, if you know what I mean. It's like cool, but like warm when you move around. Like there's a summer cloak around your shoulders. I'm glad I did not bring a sweatshirt this morning. I'm quite comfortable just like moving around in my t-shirt. Excuse me. Julie Truly, friend, how are you? I see Julie Truly in Kentucky popping in the room. I'm Not Okay says you're going to try to go to the state park. I hope you have fun with that. Monica C. might head down to the shore with your kiddos. I hope you have a wonderful time. Music Man is asking, am I watching football at the weekend? Maybe we could put that out there to anybody. Is there football happening right now in America? Unless you're referring, in America we have that difference between football and soccer. Are you talking about like football that you kick around and do like the goal? Julie, truly thank you for the TGI Fridays. Boop, boop, definitely happy it's Friday. I personally am not a big sports person. I mean, I appreciate other people who appreciate sports. I love going to like Super Bowl parties. Like, I love being around people who love sports. I just don't tend to follow it myself. But I'm like all for your joy of sports. Oh, Brian, thank you. Dan said they're starting at 225th Street, you think? Thank you. Right, Lady M, I do know that it's like something like 13 miles or something. We got this. We got this for Marty. Julie, you don't do sports anymore? I once walked... to your knowledge, guys, what's the furthest you've ever walked in a day or traveled, right? I mean, like, this includes, like, however you traverse. If you use a wheelchair, if you use a scooter, if you walk. Like, what's the furthest you've ever traversed the earth in a day? And why? One of the furthest, I'm thinking, like, tomorrow, like, will probably be one of the furthest, distances I've ever walked in a single period of hours. But there was this one time I also walked very closely the length of New York. Like, I've done this sort of walk the Manhattan. Actually, there was twice that I ended up kind of walking the length of Manhattan. Not that I'm better or worse than anybody else, just swapping stories. I want to hear your stories too. But that's funny. If I think about it, it might be the third time that I've walked close to the length of Manhattan in a day. There was when I was in school, there was a school event. I was a graduate assistant for student life, which means I helped a lot with the undergraduate events. Like, I was assistant to helping facilitate a lot of the events for the undergrads and stuff when I was a grad student. And they had this event called the Big Walk. There was this professor, an architecture professor, who wanted students to be able to take in like all the different, many of the different architecture styles in Manhattan. And so it was this day-long walk, guys. We're going to head in this morning to our favorite historic cemetery, our favorite local historic cemetery to me, just so you know where we're going. As you can see here from this historic marker, my returning friends will recognize it, but new friends, never want to leave out the new friends. Check this out. This is a historic marker about Benjamin Eaton. Did you ever hear of Benjamin Eaton? Benjamin Eaton was a member of George Washington's bodyguard. George Washington was the first president of the United States. He was also the head of the Continental Army at the time of the American Revolution in 1776. That was the war that made America its own independent country from England. And Benjamin Eaton was a bodyguard. And I will always love Ben. Ooh, Benjamin Eaton. We'll always love Benjamin Eaton. He was a bodyguard for George Washington. Hi, Gonza in the Dominican Republic. And Benjamin Eaton, bodyguard of George Washington, is buried here in this historic cemetery. The graves in this cemetery do go all the way back to the American Revolution. And today it's actually still in use. People are still interred here. It's got lots and lots of history in it. That's just where we're going while we're talking. But yeah, so there was this event called the Big Walk where a university professor where I was in grad school, she's like was going to take the students on this like long walk the length of Manhattan, but it was my job as a student life assistant to get to their, like, they had all these spots where they were going to take breaks. So I had to get there ahead of them and like set everything up for their breaks, like water bottles and snacks and stuff like that. So I ended up kind of like running the length of Manhattan ahead of them to make sure like Everything was set up at each rest stop. It was a fun day. And the question is open to the whole comments. Like, what's the furthest you've ever traversed in a day? Whether you walk, bike, use a wheelchair, use crutches, however you traverse the earth. What's the furthest you have ever kind of moved in a day? And here, again, just to point out, I'm standing in the town of Cuddebackville, New York, in New York's Hudson Valley. Yep, Cuddebackville. Martha Cuddeback was one member of the family of Cuddebacks for whom this town is named. Principally, the town is named for General William Cuddeback, who fought honorably during the War of 1812. But there were many a Cuddeback who helped shape early life out here in this western part of Orange County in New York, where I'm standing. We're standing about 90 minutes northwest of New York City with no traffic. Hi, guys. All these little flowers everywhere. This is Colonel Peter Cuddeback. Martha. I wonder, is that the same? 1840 to 1920. 1840 to 1920. Is that the same? Would that be the Martha here, do we think? Whoops. Tripped on a root there, but I'm okay. 1906. I wonder if that's Martha Cuddeback's grave. So Martha Cuddeback finalized this cemetery. Like, the graves in the cemetery go back to the Revolutionary War, as we were saying, but the cemetery was formalized by Martha Cuddeback of the Cuddeback family of Cuddebackville, New York. And now I'm walking along here. This is a big area where Cuddebacks are buried, and I see Lewis. Right? I see Lewis. Anne. That's Anne. And then I see Martha. 1840 to it looks like 1929, or 28. That's interesting. I wonder if that's the Martha who formalized this very cemetery. If so, I'm surprised she doesn't get as big a thing as Colonel Peter Cuddeback. But that's okay. I didn't plan it. They chose what they were doing. Hi, Bobby Boucher. Welcome, everybody. Hi, I'm Marka. So, Brian, I'm just scrolling back here to get your answers. Brian, you probably did 7 miles in a day when you walked the McKinnick Bridge in Michigan. The McKinnick Bridge in Michigan. So that sounds like a very walkable place, huh? A long time ago. Would you walk it again? Like, would you recommend it, Brian, as a sort of travel tip? Julie, truly, you have done 12 miles in a day for a hike in Red River Gorge. Oh, doesn't that sound beautiful? So Kentucky's Red River Gorge, Julie, you would also recommend? Jenny says you've done Harlem down into, like, deeper down into Manhattan. That's funny, Jenny. That was the other time that I actually walked the length of Manhattan myself. I did things in the opposite direction. I did it for chocolate mousse. I read in the newspaper. I hope they're still there, because it was before. I think they might still be there, the last I heard. There's an article in the newspaper that came out that was a review of this place in Harlem called Mojo Mousse. Mojo Chocolate Mousse, where they apparently, use nothing but the best, finest chocolate mousse ingredients. And people were going bananas for the chocolate mousse. And I was like, goodness gracious, clearly I would like to try this chocolate mousse. I'm a chocolate mousse person. I don't know about you. Do you like chocolate mousse? I like chocolate mousse. You don't have to. In fact, I hope you don't like it, because that's more for me. But I got in my head. I looked at Jeff. It was like February of 2018 or 2019 or something like that. Maybe February of 2020. It might have been February of 2020. I looked at Jeff and I said, I would like to go to Manhattan and get this chocolate mousse. And he was like, okay. And we decided it was a beautiful weather day. It was like a weird, you ever, up here in the Northeast, in my opinion anyway, sometimes in February you get these great sort of spring preview days. Like in February it's still winter, but sometimes in February you'll get like a day or two where it's just like a glorious spring preview. And the weather is like, in my opinion, just lovely and perfect. And we had this beautiful February day, and we just walked. We decided to like start at the bottom of Manhattan and just go up. And we walked all the way into Harlem for this glorious chocolate mousse. It was so much fun. Brian says the Mackinac Bridge is only walkable on Labor Day, and it joins the two Michigan peninsulas. I love travel facts. Oh my goodness. And this, by the way, is the grave of Benjamin Eaton. We were talking about him earlier, right? The historic marker outside. Benjamin Eaton, who served in the Continental Army as a member of the bodyguard of General Washington from 1780 to 1783. And again, if you'll notice curiously, they didn't put any sort of birth or passing year for Benjamin Eaton. Just the years he served General Washington. He was no 3-year-old preschool superhero baby. As Stones fan researched for us, and Dragonflyzilla and others, Benjamin Eaton actually lived to be 108 years old and was basically in like every major battle of the American Revolution. But I'm enjoying your travel tips of like places you have walked long distances. So the Mackinac Bridge, only Labor Day weekend. It's like the Brigadoon of walking tours. You can only walk it once a year. Interesting, Brian. Jenny, you love chocolate mousse. Mackinac, Julie? The Mackinac Bridge. Thank you for helping to teach me that. Brian says there was a Martha from 1818 to 1892. And a Martha from 1840 to 19... So there were two Martha Cuddebacks. Brian, thank you for this live research so we can... So I'm thinking, so the Martha from 1840 to 1929, right? Like, unless there was like a third Martha, I guess we can't really know. I mean, I would speculate that the Martha that we passed from the 1840 to 1929 probably was our Martha, because that would have encapsulated the lifetime in which this cemetery was formalized. So it's like, that would be the guess, but I guess that's the best we can do, unless there's like yet another Martha. But Brian, I appreciate this. Hi, Maria's Fairy Tale. Gonza, can I speak Spanish too? Only very little, Gonza. I can say buenos dias. I can say ¿cómo estás? I can say me llamo Katie. I can say Spain. Actually, I wish I spoke more Spanish. My family is actually Spanish. My family is Spanish, but the Spanish family that came to America at the time, they felt strongly that they just wanted to speak English. And even my mother, she got a little bit of Spanish herself, but my grandparents just were like, nope, we're speaking English. And they kind of let all the Spanish kind of fall away. So I do wish I kind of spoke more. I have an uncle who decided to learn more himself, and he ended up getting a master's degree in Spanish, and he did a bunch of translating for the VA. But yeah, so it's around me, but not in me too much. But what little I have, I'm happy to try to speak with you, Gonza. Let's see here. Hi, Striker's mom. Rick, you're saying battle? What is battle in reference to? I'm going to battle this hill right now. Let's do this. Let's go up the hill and then we'll go around. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Here we go, guys. Oh, we found where the sidewalk ends. Shel Silverstein was right. The sidewalk does end, and there it is. But nevertheless, we'll go on. We're going off map, guys. We're going off map. Ah, Greg! Boop, boop, boop. Guys, quick! A Love and Luck paper crane has appeared. Boop, 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 boop. Those pretty Love and Luck paper cranes. We made it to the top of the hill, and one came out to honor us. I'm so excited. Thank you, Love and Luck paper crane. Hello to Proud Daddy. Oh, Rick, you're saying I see. There's a huge difference between being in a battle and being at a battle. I guess we don't know which one Benjamin Eaton was. Oh, Rex Hooker saying Mackinac. I like our progressive learning on how to pronounce that word related to the bridge in Michigan. So it would be Mackinac. Thank you, Rex Hooker. How are you guys doing? It's lovely to see you. So it would be the Mackinac Bridge in Michigan. Striker's mom, when they moved here, they only allowed English in the house for you. They wanted the kids to speak English. Mary Magnus, that happened to your family too, except with the Portuguese language. You had to Striker's mom, that was everyone in that generation. You had to beg your grandfather to teach you Italian. Interesting. Like, I appreciate hearing, right? How, like, I felt like it was kind of more of a generational thing, right? That's interesting. Like, I appreciate, like, I put, like, boops on all you guys who can relate to the idea of, like, wishing we could speak the language of the people from which we came. I mean, I can't be mad at them for it. They were doing what they thought was the best thing they should do in order to make their lives work. I mean, I've never been somebody who has moved to another country where my language is not the native one and had to start a new life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can sympathize, but, like, I've never known what it's like to go somewhere where everybody else speaks a different language and try to start a new life. So I can completely understand, like, I'll never, like, they were doing what they thought they should do to start a new life, well, to just, like, kind of force themselves to speak English, I guess. Like, Mario Speedwagon, ooh, delicious sugary treats. Nice to have a little bit of carb up on the walk. Mario Speedwagon, how you doing, friends? Mario, I don't know if you heard through your circles, I'm coming into the city tomorrow for that fundraiser for Marty Marua. Kenny was telling me, I have to catch up with Kenny today, but the last I spoke with Kenny, apparently they may be asking me to represent you guys over at Philomena's, because Kenny and Dave can't get out for the fundraiser tomorrow for Marty. Mario, you gonna be there? What are you gonna do, friends? I would love to see you tomorrow if you're gonna be around. What are you doing, Mario? Like, Mario. M-A-R-I-O, M-A-R-I-O. I'm gonna do it back at you, Mario Speedwagon. Look what he's doing in the comments. M-A-R-I-O, Mario Speedwagon. You're silly, sir. You're silly. Are you just coming in? I know, Mario, you tend to work nights. Edward, how are you? Hello to Edward. Mario, you are silly and a gentleman. Oh my goodness, guys. So tell me more about, I don't know, Fridays, what you guys are looking forward to this weekend. Even if you don't have anything on the calendar, if you feel like it. I said I give you an invitation, if it's nice, to think about something to do for yourself this weekend, and it doesn't have to be big. Maybe it would just be nice to, like, take some time to make your favorite cup of tea. Or take some time to not do anything. Do I need to, like, write you a note somewhere? Like, I'll try to write you guys a note, like, to your mother-in-laws or baseball coaches or whatever. Like, dear person who's putting an obligation on a member of this community. That's what it'll say. Like, dear person who's putting an obligation on a member of this community. This member of this community is absolved. This note is meant to say they have an obligation to play with themselves however they want. They should have tea. They should relax. They have no obligation to you. Signed, Katie. The end. I will try to put that note. I don't know what authority I have to actually get you out of things. But if you need a note, I will give you one. You thought someone was sitting next to the tree? Maybe we spotted a ghost. New York, welcome. Thanks for the follow. Jenny, you have nowhere to go for 3 days and you gotta paint. Oh, girl, Judging from your latest, I encourage everybody, if you're into visual art, to check out Jenny Diane Art's page. What a wonderful artist you are, Jenny. I have no doubt those 3 days are going to yield some beautiful, some beautiful art for the world to enjoy. Sebastian, you like that? Oh, Mario, you do plan to join in. Awesome, you work till 5. It is, from what I understand, it's at 9 a.m. Lady M, there are a few people here in the room who seem to maybe even know a little bit more than I do. I think it starts at 9 a.m. Eastern tomorrow. I'm talking about, for anybody new who came in the room, there's a walk to fundraise tomorrow, like a live streamer walk to fundraise for Marty Marua, to support him and his family following his current battle with esophageal cancer. I'm going to come in. I think we'll be representing ourselves, and it sounds like I have to formalize things, but the last comment from NYCKB is that we might also try to help represent the crew at Philomena's Pizza. Yeah, I understand 9 a.m. and then Lady M was saying it's like 225th Street is where it's going to start or something like that. Hi, Corey. Yeah, I'm excited, guys. There's in my brain, there's an ideal streaming schedule that I'd like to have. I think maybe I'm in a place where I can start to stick with it finally. It's been quite a journey the last 6 to 7 months. But hopefully Friday mornings can be a thing going forward. And then tomorrow we will have a very special day. As we're saying, tomorrow I'll be in New York City a lot of the day. Hopefully we will have some fun. Shall we play NPC? Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to your tour of the Delaware and Hudson Canal Heritage Trail. History and sweet sights of nature await. Please insert 1 rose to begin your tour. Thank you, Jenny. Thank you. Please insert 1 rose to begin your tour. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Jenny, Jenny, thank you. Jenny, look at that row. Look at that row of rose emojis. Rose emojis. Who could refuse a rose of roses? A rose. Roses? Roses supposes the roses have roses? The rose. And we're just going to tumble around in that pun for a little while. A rose of rose. Jenny, if you do 2 rows, we'll have rose. How many rows of roses do you supposes? Well done, Corey. We rose to the occasion. Oh, Striker's mom, you're funny. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Oh my goodness. There we go. There's another rose. We have rows of roses. Thanks to the rows of roses. Jenny supposes there's roses of roses. And roses of roses, so shall our walk yield. Oh my goodness. So yes, for anybody new who is watching, welcome. Just hello, everybody. It's interesting watching people come, people go. Thanks to those of you who have been watching the whole time. I'm Katie, the Curious Katydid. If you don't know me, definitely I want to welcome anybody, the new friends. Never want to leave anybody out. All new friends welcome. If you don't know, what you have found is a little travel channel on TikTok. It just kind of grew up out of this. In real life, I'm a clinically trained dating and couples coach. I love helping people with all manner of love. But on the weekends, I'm a lady who likes to travel. Do you like to travel? I love to travel. And we love the little stuff about travel at this channel. The big bread and butter is Sundays. Every Sunday, I take walking tours of different cities in the Hudson Valley area of New York where I live. The Hudson Valley area is the area up above New York City, kind of up and down the Hudson River, named for Dutch explorer Henry Hudson. And the channel really just started. I'm just somebody who, gets out in the mornings and takes walks just like this. And I just, looking for some travel buddies who might enjoy seeing some scenery with me, having some fun, learning. We travel inside and outside life at this channel. No pressure, just you be you and relax. And I'll do one of my favorite things to relax too, which is to just see some nature and hang out with cool folks like you. Do I see Jared Hartley in the room? Hi, Luis Mercado. This park, I can't believe this season how much it's grown. We've been walking now, guys, for like one complete year, basically, I think, in this park. As we enter summer, this marks like one whole year, because I've only lived in this area about 18 months. And for the first little while, I had to kind of figure out where things were, you know, when you move somewhere new. But I'm pretty sure this summer will be 1 year that we've enjoyed seeing how this park kind of grows and evolves through the seasons. No sightings yet of the stag. Over the summertime last year into the fall, we were blessed by the appearance of this magnificent, like, stag or buck, whichever word you prefer. He popped out like 3 times very calmly to just come say hello to us. No sightings of him yet so far. Maybe he moved. I don't know what stags do. What do you love, Jenny? Go into different towns and researching the area while I'm walking. Jenny, I do appreciate that. There are so many ways. I invite folks just to, like, this is a big you do you channel. Please feel free to enjoy our time together however you wish. I love learning with you guys. You guys teach me so much. Like, feel free to, like, Google along as we walk along. Or just put your feet up and relax, proverbially or literally. Look at this big old tree that fell over. That must have been a big loud thump that day. Like, wonk. You guys ever been around a tree when it fell over? I can't imagine, like, isn't it amazing how solid trees are? Like, wood is heavy. It's amazing to me sometimes that any tree, like, does fall. I mean, I know they sort of decay and age and stuff like that, but, like, look at how, like, mighty these trees are. He's so mighty. You live in the Maybrook area of Middletown, New York? Luis, that's awesome. We've been to Middletown on the live streams. Luis, we've been to, Northwind Bread Company. That's a bakery we really like. Bakery and coffee shop we really like in Middletown. We've been there a couple times. I love what they have. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I'm like, ooh, cheat day is coming up, guys. Oh, cheat day. All right. Yes. And tomorrow in New York City, I can get, like, oh my goodness, guys. What's one of your favorite, what's one of your favorite places near where you live? Like, tell us where in the world you are. What's one of your favorite places to go get yourself a special treat, like on the weekends or after a long work day or something? Like, is there a favorite bakery or coffee shop? Like if you had a friend staying with you and your friend came in and said, I had a hard day, I need a treat. And you took them somewhere near you, like, I know what you need. You need a cookie from this place or a coffee at that place. What would be your favorite place? Jenny says, Dojo Gelato, right next to a cemetery. Jenny, that sounds like such a fun and unique experience. A little bit of history, a little bit of gelato. I'll make my own history getting gelato. You work in the city, Luis? Very cool. There's that rooster again. I feel like we trip the rooster alarm when we walk along here. Do roosters, like, crow at people when they walk by? Is that, like, I feel like every time we walk by this spot, the rooster's like, hello. There's a groundhog up ahead. He just, like, ducked behind the tree. Did you guys see him? It was like, he was just like, zoop, and I saw his little chubby tushy. I know they're, like, the bane of, like, gardeners' existences and stuff. Sorry to the gardeners, but I completely adore the groundhogs. I love watching them, like, when they're skinny coming out in the winter, and then they chub up over the summer. Seeing their little babies tumbling along like little furry tumbleweeds behind them. Striker's mom wants to call out, is it Das Creamery? DA's Creamery? Das Creamery? Ice cream in Bud Lake, New Jersey for the amazing ice cream. And they're allergen friendly. I love that. I love that. We have one near us. I made a video about it a while back. The Dario in Westtown, New York. They're allergen friendly too. You can go in and they'll like show you the list of everything. Gotta love that. Gotta love an allergy friendly ice cream place. Jenny, you are a Disney princess. So Louise, I guess everybody check your weather. I have not looked at the weather properly today at all. I see the sun coming out for a hot minute here. You guys take a look at this. You see the pretty, that's shadow. We got pretty actual leaves and then the pretty shadow. Isn't that a pretty little aesthetic salad right there? A little bit of shadow, a little bit of leaves. Beautiful. I feel like we have the fashion coming out. We have a little fashion. The trees today want to be all in the summer fashion. They have decided to wear the shadows of the leaves. In summertime, remember, it's important. In summertime, it's important to wear fashion that's lightweight and looks good. You know what I'm saying? You want to be the lightweight and the look good, because in the summertime, you can only take off so many layers. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to get overheated. You want to be hot with fashion, but not your body hot. That's body not in the summertime. You want to be body hot, not body not. So the trees this season seem to be opting to wear the shadows of the leaves. A shadow. I mean, come on, a shadow. Is there anything lighter weight than the shadows? So the leaves are the personal dresses. The leaves today are acting as personal fashion consultant to the trees. The trees today will be wearing the lightweight shadows of the leaves. Make sure today in the heat that you too are wearing something lightweight and looking good. Honey, you deserve to be looking your best and feeling your best. You see Jack Skellington? Is that here? I feel like I can see him too, Jenny. He's like in here somewhere. Or no, in here maybe. I see the eyes. In there. Jack Skellington. Warrior Princess Amy is like, yes. Right? You see a panda face? I love this. There's definitely like a panda face in there. Oh, hello. I believe I heard Jenny call my name. Jenny. Jenny, it's Flora. This is good that we're connecting. Jenny, you channeled me. Everybody knows. Katie may be on the TikTok channels, but to call Flora, you just do a little bit of the psychic channel. Miss Jenny, Diane Ott, how are you doing? How are you enjoying your properties? Hello, I'm Flora, the fairy realtor. I haunt these woods, helping all the fae and magic folk who accidentally were transported over here in the time of the American colonies to settle into their new life. I'm a Staten Island fairy. I just hope, I'm here to make sure, yes. See, Miss Jenny, yes. It's very important. Look, they've accessorized with a caterpillar. I have customers coming left and right. I know that looks like a caterpillar to you, but this actually is a fairy in disguise. He's coming out. He's my appointment shortly. I'll have to make this quick because I have to go meet with him. He's looking for something transformative for his life. This property is definitely available. I mean, if you like it, it's available. I'm magic. I can make anything available if you need it to be. You know what I'm saying? If you're looking for some shady summer treats, of course we can make this available. You can throw the shade and live in the shade at this magical property right here. Please call today. I'll give you a special spell that helps shrink you down tiny. Maybe here we also need a little bit of a hovering spell. Will help you make sure you can fly so you can easily bounce from flower to flower in this multi-tiered, shadowy summer property. You'll take the summer shade, Jenny. Fabulous. Fabulous. You see Marilyn Manson at the bottom, Mario. I love what you guys see in the shadows. Call today. Exactly, Mario. Please call today. You guys are so funny. I love it. I appreciate that you have embraced my eccentricities with that. Oh my God. Oh. Flora the Fairy Realtor, come today. And you get a tree, and you get a tree. Anybody looking for a familiar? I'll get familiar for you. Here for all the fae and magic folk needs. Flora, your Staten Island Fairy Realtor. Well, yes, Mario, you see. I mean, I used to have one of those, you know, lovely accents. I mean, my God, who doesn't want to sound like Hermione Granger, right? Those elegant English accents. I used to have one of those. But you see, just back in the day, it was centuries ago. I was just sticking my head in a bag of sugar. 15-aught something. I don't know, 16-aught something. When did the Dutch come here? 1600s? It was right around then. I had my head in a bag of sugar. All of a sudden, the bag gets sealed up over my head. Tossed on a ship. I tumble out of the bag. I'm in Peekskill, New York. I don't even know. I mean, talk about your facts of life. Peekskill, New York. I tumble out of the bag. Got to start a new life in these here American colonies. It was crazy, Mario. So now, as your Staten Island fairy, I help all the magic and fae folk reintegrate, helping them find the new places to stay, to this day. Goodness gracious. I've helped Tinkerbell. Did you know she ended up over here accidentally? I mean, it's no small world after all, in the world of magic and fae folk. I hear she made some good Disney money, though. That's good. 1620 Warrior Princess Amy, there you go. Retail Raquel, yes, I'm here. I'm here. We'll let Flora go to bed. Flora's very sleepy, I think. She likes to come out and play with all of you. We'll let her rest. She might come out tomorrow in the city, if you want to tune in. We love seeing... There was absolutely no mind control used in the making of this endorsement. I swear, as your fairy realtor, all the reviews you see here will be authentic. No AI, no use of magic to compel anybody. I would never do that to you, my most valued customers. Sentient customers of their own free will, I find, are the happiest customers. No contracts. I mean, Ursula kind of ruined contracts. You know what I'm saying? That was part of how Ursula ended up at the bottom of the sea. I mean, I like Ursula. She's a very savvy lady. But when you make a contract, you got to let people live by the contract. None of this voice-stealing, eel-tossing, boat-ruining, kiss-ruin. I would never ruin... Oh, my goodness, God gracious. How could you ever ruin a kiss between young lovers? It's not right. Flora guarantees any contract with me will be of your own free will, at your own free will, all times of your own free will. We want only the best in reviews. I think Google's even cracking down. They don't want the AI reviews. They don't want the magically compulsed reviews. Okay, the end. Oh my goodness. The really decent kid. Are you from Brooklyn, Jamaica Avenue? Well, welcome. Perfect, Jenny Diane Art. Exactly. It's policy. No contracts, just free will. Free will, courtesy, respect. That's what we go by. True for the fae, true for the muggles. Makes life work the best. Oh, really decent kid. That's a fake accent. I'm just fooling around. If you're new to the channel, we just fool around sometimes playfully as we take walks with certain ideas. But no, welcome. If you're a new person, this is pretty much my normal voice. Welcome again if you're new. You're most welcome here. Look at this beautiful blue sky. Can we take in the sky together for a moment? Look at those beautiful clouds. I am Katie, the Curious Katydid. If you are new here, again, you've stumbled on to, I like to think, a group of some of the nicest, silliest, most fun people I've ever met in my entire life. We're a little travel vlog community here at this channel. We explore different towns every Sunday. Sunday is the big day, but we're having a big weekend, really, this weekend. Sunday is the big day in this community where every Sunday we explore different towns in the Hudson Valley area of New York where I live. That's the area up above New York City. Today I'm walking just taking what's called a morning mini walk. This is just a short little walk to say hello and for me to get some morning exercise in. Right now, we're also hoping to find at least 5 paper cranes to help us fill our gas tank for the weekend. This is travel content powered by viewers like you, and I am oh so grateful for that. Special thanks to everybody. And that's not the only way, if you appreciate what you're watching. Like, I appreciate our gifters and our subscribers most doubtedly, as they do help power the gas tank. But it's not a community worth powering without it being such a wonderful place, thanks to folks like you. Thank you, each of you. Like, if you're new here, I say don't be shy. Feel free to reach out in the comments. We got so many lovely folks here to meet from all over the world, really. But if you just want to lurk, make yourself comfortable too. There's no pressure to talk. Very important at this channel that you do you and do what makes yourself comfortable. Hello, Adita in East Fishkill, New York, a fellow Hudson Valley person. Hello to Ahmed in Germany. Warrior Princess Amy says, do you have a GoPro vest on camera? Oh, do I have a vest on? No, I have a gimbal, like a sort of Steadicam thing. I have my phone mounted in like a little Steadicam device. Yeah, that was actually something, thanks to you guys, that we kind of built up at one point that we were able to get, because everything looked like the movie Cloverfield for a little while. And I didn't want to make anybody nauseous. I feel like we had a big turning point when we got the gimbal. Much nicer to make the footage steady if we can. So yeah, if you're new here, just feel free. It's so nice to meet our new folks. Vasa here, really decent kid. No, I didn't. Vassar or New Paltz. Vassar or New Paltz, guys, if you don't know, SUNY New Paltz and Vassar are 2 wonderful colleges in the Hudson Valley area of New York. I'm actually a Jersey girl born and raised, but who had designs on living in the Hudson Valley ever since I was a little girl. My parents, I grew up in Bergen County, New Jersey. But my parents always took us, Bergen County, New Jersey is right on the border of New York. So my parents always tended to take me when I was growing up into the beautiful farms and towns of this gorgeous area of New York. Again, right outside New York City, if you pull out a map. You'll see the Hudson Valley is the area up and down the Hudson River, right up above New York City. And there are so many gorgeous farms and rivers and parks. And it's not to say this place is better or worse than anywhere else in the world. It was just a place that resonated with me, right? What are the places that resonate with you? Isn't that marvelous how we can all agree there's places that we might find beautiful, but it's different for everybody? I fell in love with this area of New York. And when I was grown up enough, after college, as soon as possible, I moved up in here. Look, these flowers. Oh, guys, I can't tell you how beautifully sweet the air smells right here under this tree. You guys were telling me last time we were here what kind of tree this is. Does anybody mind reminding us? It's got it starts with a C, right? Not calendula. Calendula? No. Hi, McDuke in Highland Mills. How you doing? That's what you call the 17 and 4 intersection, Mercy? Bergen County. Oh, the 17 and 4 intersection in New Jersey. Oh my goodness. Rick, what happened? Your live crew turned on you. You lost a bet and have to dye your beard multiple colors for Tuesday. What, Rick? Oh my God, what time Tuesday? I will try to see if I could be there. Oh, Sandy, I just saw your comment. You wanted to go in the gazebo? We could go back and go in the gazebo. What the heck? Let's go back and go in the gazebo. Rick, oh my gosh. Yeah, Mercy G, the 17 and 4 growing up, Route 17 and 4 in Bergen County. That's basically how you go into New York City from Bergen County. Look at these gorgeous little flowers. I can't believe so many of them are still intact from last week. They've just fallen right off the tree. And they still smell sweet. So pretty. Maybe I'll bring you with me, you little flower. You'll be like my little natural corsage. Mercy G. Paramus, you had a girlfriend who grew up there. would tell her she grew up in the center of the... That's so funny. My parents actually met in Paramus. If not for Paramus, New Jersey, I don't know if there'd be a me. Is that true for you guys? Like, how did your parents all meet? If you care to share. Like, where did they meet? Like, if not for what might you not exist? If not for what? My parents worked at the Paramus Park Mall in Paramus, New Jersey, and they met as coworkers. That's so funny. Yeah, Paramus, New Jersey is right outside New York City. Mercy is absolutely right. There are these two highways, Route 17 and Route 4. You take 17 to 4 and then head into the George Washington Bridge from there. If you want to go to Manhattan. I did that many times as a kid growing up. Cresskill, Striker's mom. If not for Cresskill, if not for the Navy Jimmy, there would be no Jimmy. Interesting, right? If not for the blank, there might not be you. I'm so glad all of those things happened, because having you all here is wonderful. Sandy, let's go. If not for a substandard consumer, Rick, what? Your parents met at Cresskill High School, Striker's mom. Interesting. And Striker's mom, you met your husband at the Paramus Boston Market? That's hilarious. Oh, and the tree. Thank you so much, Ansgar. This is from the catalpa. I could not remember it. I remembered it started with a tree. With a tree. Oh my God, guys. I think we're nearing the end of the walk. A catalpa tree. Southern catalpa tree. These flowers. Aren't they gorgeous? Catalpa tree. Sandy wanted to check out the gazebo. Let's have a gazebo party. Oh my goodness. Somebody was like doing something in here. This is such a pretty gazebo. I feel like it's a little unsung place to have your lunch at this park. Right? I love the little, like, boop, boop, boop. I love the little details. Catalpa tree. Jenny, your parents met at a concert? Sandy, you still here? I hope you were enjoying gazebo time. This gazebo is definitely cute. Hooray for gazebo time. Let's have a twirl around in the gazebo. Whee! Good morning world. Is that a river? Over here, Princess Amy? Oh, I'm so glad you asked. My returning friends know this story, but we want to include all the newbies, of course. So we're actually walking along a huge piece of American history. American economic history, to be precise. This is a huge piece of American economic history. We're walking along the ruins over here of the old 1828 Delaware and Hudson Canal. In fact, this park is called the D&H Canal Park in Cuddebackville, New York, where I'm standing right now. This canal helped to restabilize the early American economy following the War of 1812. No problem, Striker's mom. You and your daughter are going to the Westcott Beach tomorrow? I'm not okay. I hope you guys have a great time. Oh, that sun coming out. Yeah, this canal, so this is a man-made canal. You can see here, like a person-made canal. That's all hand-done stonework. Like, this all used to be lined with, there we go. This all used to be lined with these proper rock walls and stuff. Right? Let's bring out Sophia Petrillo. Picture it. America. The War of 1812. America had recently declared itself an independent country, much like Michael Scott once yelled, "I declare bankruptcy." And starting a country is so many things. Getting the laws down, getting the borders down, getting the order down. But among other things, we also have to make sure to put our money where our mouth is and have enough, stuff to start our economy and power the country. And by the War of 1812, America was still heavily dependent on England for coal. Coal, right, was a big principal energy supply. But during the War of 1812, the British, when they sailed their ships in and went, nah, 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 America, you cannot have any more coal. Whoop! And the English cut off our coal supplies. This is the catalpa tree, by the way. Thank you again for helping us identify. If you want to learn along with me with these gorgeous, like if you see these gorgeous flowers fallen off a tree like this, that is apparently a catalpa tree. Catalpa tree. I catalpa fallen in love with you, catalpa tree. Wise men say only forestry rules, but I can't help. I catalpa falling in love with you, catalpa tree. A catalpa tree. Thank you so much, guys, for helping me learn more about what's around me. The Great Pumpkin is in the room. They do, Warrior Princess Amy. Hi, Okan Kundurachi. How are you? They do. They have a very light, sweet fragrance. They do. Like the air around the tree smells so sweetly fragrant. Would you like to smell it? Would anybody like to use the powers of imagination? We can traverse any boundary with the power of imagination. Here you go, Princess Amy. I would say a sort of light, sweet, faint scent. Almost like a little bit of fresh bubble gum. Flowery, fresh bubble gum. Very lightly. Whoops! She's flown away. I saw another groundhog. The chubby groundhogs are being so cute, waddling up ahead. Hi, John J. Trombino! Great Pumpkin, I am very happy to see you guys. We've just been enjoying a morning walk here at the Delaware and Hudson Canal Park in Cuddebackville, New York, about 90 minutes northwest of New York City, in New York's Hudson Valley. I gotta remember to put those stickers up. Those stickers are helpful. But we were just talking about the Delaware and Hudson Canal Park, right? So we left off with the English in the War of 1812 cut us off with our coal supplies. And we were like, uh-oh, okay. If we're going to be an independent nation, we need to get stable quick with our internal energy supplies. So we looked around. I'm sort of condensing history in a quick and dirty way, but if you know better or differently, certainly feel free to chime in. I am not a history professor, and even history professors don't get everything perfect, right? A competent history professor will probably be the first person to tell you that. So certainly chime in with stuff you may know, but this is just what I have learned along the way from books and neighbors and things, and hopefully you're enjoying learning the basics. So we looked around, and, there's coal in Pennsylvania, right? Natural cement in Rosendale, bluestone in Kingston. These are all different parts of, like, the New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania area, and they were like, well, so we have our own stuff, but how are we going to transport it everywhere? So where we're standing, this canal was born, and it's a huge canal. It's like 60 miles long. It runs between the Delaware River in Honesdale, Pennsylvania, all the way up to Kingston, New York. Let's look at those flowers again. What do you say? Hi, Katie and Maya. Welcome, welcome, my friend. Hugs to you. Should we just pretend, let's pretend to be like butterfly, pretend you're a butterfly or a bee, or perhaps you're shrink down tiny, or a fairy. We'll fly through the field of flowers, enjoying their scent and their beauty. Phil, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the community. So yeah, here in this park, this is part of this huge long canal. Just this past Sunday, we went on a deeper dive in the history of this canal. This part of Orange County, New York, where I'm standing, all the different towns around here are named for different people who helped with the design and construction of the canal. Ooh, look, this is interspersed with white flowers. Very wildflowery over here. Right? Hi, baby. Cuddebackville, New York, where I'm standing, really was named for the Cuddeback family, for General William Cuddeback, who fought during the War of 1812. But we're right outside Wurtsboro, where we were this past Sunday, the Wirtz brothers conceived of the idea of the canal and helped to fund it, Maurice Wirtz, back in the 1800s. And then we're also right outside Port Jervis, New York. Port Jervis, New York is named for John B. Jervis, the engineer of the Delaware and Hudson Canal. So everything out in this part of the county, Orange County, New York, is so canal obsessed. They were a canal, not a can't-nal at town. You know what I'm saying? They had a very canal attitude. And so this canal was opened in 1828 and did exactly what they hoped it would do, which was to allow for the free transport of coal and energy supplies. Like, it basically helped America restabilize its independent economy and ability to create its own generative power. Soon thereafter, the railroads came through. Like, very quickly, it was like the canals and then the railroads. And then after the railroads, like the sort of highway systems, trucking, one after the other. But it all started with this very canal in this part of the country anyway. Hi, Joe Dude. Hello to Fast Must in Oregon. Davy Dog is in the house. South, we are at the Delaware and Hudson Canal Park in Cuddebackville, New York, with that gorgeous sunlight coming out here in New York's Hudson Valley. Maybe let's go down and take one more look at the river. We started at the river. Let us finish at the river. And then I got to go get started with my work day. But again, guys, tune in tomorrow. We're going to have an interesting Saturday. I love this park, Amy. I've really grown to love it. It's got so much history in it. This is an old blacksmith's house from the 19th century. There's this old closed museum. Like, over there is the old, it's now defunct. I don't know what the deal is with it. It's an old closed museum. It was called the Neversink Valley Museum of History and Innovation. Now closed. Look, we got the blacksmith house, circa 1799. David, thank you so much for your subscription. Oh my goodness, celebrate David, come on. David is a subscriber. Oh my goodness. Thank you guys all. Please remember, as I was saying earlier, like, of course, there's thanks in a unique way to our subscribers and gifters for helping to fill the gas tank and supply tank for this channel. This is travel content powered by viewers like you. But in my opinion, it's not even worth funding without the likes of you guys all in it. Thank you to all of you for being the wonderful people that you are to make this community such a fun place to hang out. You know, thank you for Rick and all of the laughs and the help with moderation. Thank you to Jenny for all of your research. Thank you to everybody, you know, like I could name all of you. Sebastian, for your kindness as you teach us about Sweden. And like, thank you to KT and Maya. And I mean, every single one of you. Every single one of you. Greg today. All of you guys. David for subscribe. Everybody. Angela for her moderation. The whole mod squad. Celtic Wolf. Doghouse. Davy Dog for Davy's endless wisdom. Davy always teaching me how to run things. Oh my goodness, David, thank you so much for the massage. Oh, that's a nice way to start my Friday. Oh, we should be quiet. There's fishermen. Okay. I should probably go downriver. Okay, I'm going to backtrack, guys, because there's fishermen and I do not want to scare away all their fish. Starshine. TGIF, Starshine. Friday. Look at all that Fridayness. Starshine, thank you for blessing us with Friday party energy. Bonjour to Rob. Thanks for the rose, dear. You guys are so sweet. It's wonderful to go on travel adventures with all of you. So thank you for the likes, the shares, the follows. I mean, thank you the most for the follows, just in the sense of like, I love traveling with you guys. Adventuring life is always the most fun with friends. So lucky to have friends like you. Oh my goodness. Oh, there's a little bit more history before we finish. The Neversink Aqueduct, cable suspension bridge, carried the Delaware and Hudson Canal over the river. Built by John A. Roebling, and it was dismantled after 1899. Yeah, this canal went up, and then it fairly quickly went defunct. They brought in the noise, and then they brought in defunct. It rose and then ended. Oh, look at these beautiful flowers. Yeah, this is a safer spot to go look at the river. I do not want to Oh, look at that dragonfly. Whoa, I'm not sure I can, oh. Guys, do you remember last week on Saturday we saw that beautiful butterfly? Oh, that dragonfly is a little shyer. I've never seen, he's so cute. Oh my goodness. Okay, he's very shy. I don't want to frighten him. We got these beautiful flowers though. These are lilies, right? What kind of flower are these? Jenny, you saw people and hung out with pocket friends. You need a nap. Group hugs for sure, Jenny. Maybe we can have a group hug before we go. And yes, I do have to, I'll double check my time. It's not quite time yet. My work skews later today. Yeah, it's 9. This is perfect. I'll go home, have a little breakfast, and then I'll be able to start my work day shortly. Yeah, my work does skew later today. So there'll be no live tonight. But tomorrow we have Live-a-Palooza. If you like hanging out, I invite all of you back. Let's go have a marvelous day in New York City. What do you say? And I'll find out the exact details on how the fundraising works. But essentially, we're going to go participate on behalf of ourselves and the guys over at Philomena's Pizza to do some walking of New York City and fundraising for Marty Marua. We're going to have a big fat New York City day. So I'll see if we can do our regular, I want to get in the city early enough that we have our early regular morning mini walk. So I hope to be live. I'll keep you guys, I'll try to, if you don't see me live at the normal time, it's because I got stuck getting into the city later. But I'm going to try to be live by 7:30 ET tomorrow morning for our own little morning mini walk to start. We could do something on our own in the city that's fun in the morning. Some of you guys were suggesting maybe Central Park, right? Maybe we could start there and head uptown. And then 9 a.m., hopefully we'll be joining up with All Day NYC and the other city travel vloggers for a walk down the island of Manhattan for 14 miles. We'll be streaming for Marty. So let me spin around here. There we go. Hello, everybody. Would you like to do a deep breath and a group hug before we go? Let's do it, right? We'll take a deep breath. I'll do the 5-3-5 if you want to take a deep breath with me to kind of part ways. If you don't have to. Perfect, Davey, I'm going to pin that. This is for Marty. So all gifts tomorrow or donating to the GoFundMe goes to Marty. There you go. Perfect. So, and I'll get the GoFundMe information too, because we can list that while we're streaming. But yeah, let's take a deep, so tomorrow, stay tuned for a big day. We're gonna have a big fat day in New York City. I'll be around if you guys want to hang with me, or feel free to hang with any of the New York City streamers, wherever you go. It's all for Marty, right? Classy guy, wonderful guy, strong guy. So, looking forward to a fun day in New York City with you guys. And that's the deal. And then Sunday we'll be back, we'll be regular, we'll be local again in the Hudson Valley. So that's the plan for the weekend. I wish you all a wonderful day. Please take care of yourselves out there today. You are a valued friend to this community, each one of you. And that's that. So I'll take my deep breath. I'm going to do 5-3-5. Breathe in for 5, hold for 3, release for 5. And if breathing is difficult for you, then I invite you maybe to give yourselves a temple massage. Princess Amy, that's a good question. So this is just a courtesy, to my understanding, this is just a courtesy out of love and friendship to Marty Marua, as he's in the middle of a battle with esophageal cancer. All the proceeds tomorrow, it's basically a local circle of friends kind of in acknowledgement for Marty to help with all of the cancer treatment expenses for him and his family. And there's no pressure to donate. Everybody's got their own stuff that they're doing. You might have your own medical issues that you need every penny to be paying for your medical bills. But so it's just something that we're doing to support him. But everybody do what you need to do, right? Even if you don't mind pushing out the GoFundMe to your friends or something like that. Starshine, celebrate Starshine, come on. Starshine is a new subscriber, first time subscriber, Starshine, thank you so much. Celebrating David and Starshine, our latest subscribers. I do 2 hands. I give you half of a heart. but I have the other. I would drop my phone with the other. There, we could like put it down. There we go. Right, like just hand hearts, starshine, hand hearts to you. Starshine! Woohoo! And David, yay! Pirate Grandin, thank you. Much love and good vibes to you. All right, let's take a nice deep breath together, or temple massage, or like massage your palms if breathing is hard for you. Let's do it together. We'll relax, and then we'll do a group hug, and we'll part for the day. Here we go. Hold and release. I feel inside how nervous I get being with you guys, like nervous, excited, and nervous, happy, and always nervous, happy to be with you. I'm like, oh my God. Do you ever feel bigger than your body? I'm like, my body isn't big enough to convey how excited I am to be with all of you. But yes, indeed. So, and now how about a group hug? If you don't want a group hug, no problem. Maybe we just wave. I thank you for your time today. Or fist bump. I thank you for your time today. But if a group hug would help, bring it in. Big group hug. And I like to hug by Disney park rules. I can't really feel when you're letting go, but just know I'm here until you're done with this hug. Feeling it. And just again, wishing you all the best. Prayers to your safety, prayers to your health, prayers to your well-being. Please remember how wonderful you are. If nobody has told you today, they should. Thank you for being a part of this community together. Hugging Pirate, thank you. I knew I felt the huggings in there. Thank you everybody so much. And we'll see you for some rare and special New York City adventures tomorrow. Bye Starshine, bye everybody. Huggies and boops. Thank you also guys for the over 6,000 likes this morning. My goodness. Have a wonderful day everybody. See you soon. See you tomorrow. Bye.